like shit, but that's all right. That's all right.
You look beautiful, baby boy. Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Red and Biggie podcast. I am Red.
And I am Biggie, and we're here giving the average man's take on everyday topics. Today's topics include our return to the multiplayer world with Repo, Schedule 1, and Verdansk.
Also, the return of Verdansk in Warzone, the trials and tribulations of running trios in quads as just your everyday casual players, as well as a veteran's perspective against a noob's perspective in Warzone.
And then the overall state of multiplayer games. Also, does anyone care about Bungie's marathon? But first, we're here to discuss what we've been playing and what we've been watching in our spare time. So, Red, you been watching and playing anything?
God dang, dude, you sound like a fucking professional right there. Let me tell you what.
When I channel it, I channel it.
Ron Jeremy in action, man. But no,
he's got a fucking hog.
But yeah, man, as far as what I've been playing, a little bit different, I guess. You know, we have been playing some multiplayer games, which we're going to be kind of discussing today, so I'll leave that for that. But I have been playing, once again, Assassin's Creed Shadows, dude. I can't get enough of it. Taking my time with it, but also, which this one surprised me, I finally gave Cult of the Lamb, it's been out for a while, gave that a try, and I'm actually enjoying that, like, quite a bit, dude. I was kind of laughing my ass off when I found out you could make your followers eat a bowl of shit. That was really funny. Absolutely. So absolutely. I'm enjoying it though. It's I've never played a game like that. But as far as shows, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Since I finished Daredevil, just kind of been chilling on Invincible. Haven't really watched more than that. From where I was last, I've kind of not been watching shows just because I've been playing Cult of the Lamb and Shadows, and all the other games lately. So I haven't had time to do that.
Right, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, but what about yourself?
Oh, brother, let me tell you. So, aside from Blueprints, because I talked about that last time, and I've been playing this game called Core Keepers with one of our buddies, and
oh, that's right, you mentioned that.
Let me tell you, I have a love and a hate for retro styled games. The 8-bit with 16-bit, 32-bit, whatever you want to call it, the art style that they use, it's endearing, but at the same time, it's like, what the fuck am I looking at? You know what I mean?
What do you mean endearing? What, go into a little bit of, I guess, what
it brings back so much nostalgia for me. Like, I mean, I remember playing like Zelda games in their 8-bit. You know what I mean? Like,
because the bit,
right? Yeah, it's a classic style. It's a known style. It's beautiful when done correctly. And I'm not saying that this game's not, but there are times where I'm just like, what am I looking at? Like, like what? You get outfits, you get like a hat, you get a shirt, and you get pants.
Okay.
9 times out of 10, when you put pants on, it just looks like somebody drew a line of dots across your legs, and that's it.
Well, I mean, I guess, but like in an 8-bit world, how much detail can you actually go into? You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like, I guess that's where I kind of like, but I don't play those. I'm very like, listen, man, it was cool when it was a thing. I'm not going to play 8-bit games. You know, it's 2025. I want that cool, even Cold Lamb, right? It's different, but it's not like,
it's not 8-bit. It's absolutely
not.
Exactly. It's a pseudo 2.5D because everything's kind of like drawn flat, but there's depth to it.
Yeah. No, I get that, man.
It's a good game though. I mean, I highly recommend it. I think especially if you can find it on sale. Solid game. Give it a shot. It's one of those ones where you know, if you want to be better at sword fighting, guess what? Get out there and hit people with a sword. If you want to get better at summoning like creatures, guess what? Get out there, summon creatures, and have them do the dirty work for you.
Okay.
Cooking.
There's like cooking in it too and everything.
Running, yeah. There's cooking. There's crafting. There's running. There's like ranged weapons. There's a whole bevy of stuff that you can get into with this game, and it's definitely, I think it's worth a shot if you're into those games. But if not, you know what, maybe pass it up.
Okay, is it like kind of like a like Stardew Valley with combat? Like, would you compare it to that? Because I think I know the game you're talking about. I think I've seen it on Steam. I think is where you would get this, right? Is it like a PC only?
No, I think it's on Steam. I believe it's on PS5 and PS or Xbox as well.
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
I think
So
so.
so
Yeah.
it's not though. It's not the like Stardew Valley with combat, right?
Oh, it absolutely. Stardew Valley has combat, but
Oh, so what
I'd say
shows how much I played? You know, like
right, absolutely. Uh,
I'm just
maybe get your shit. Maybe get your shit together. Maybe.
I'm trying, man.
No, but the combat is very similar. I'd say to Stardew Valley. I almost prefer Stardew Valley combat over.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yes and no. Like the because in Stardew Valley, if you
Okay.
have a sword, you like swing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have kind of an arch. This game, it's like when you swing a sword, it's very like your arch isn't as big. So I feel like doesn't hit a widespread area. So you have a more chance to miss. I would say. I don't know.
Okay.
Then again, ranged combat in Stardew Valley sucked balls. So
Well, see, like I said, I played some Stardew Valley. I think I've told you this before. I
yeah.
played it maybe 30 minutes, an hour. I was like, yeah, this just ain't for me, dog. But I put that down.
You got to get like a good 5 days, 10 days into it before you can actually start combat. I think so.
That's nuts. Like in-game hours, I'm assuming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So an hour, 2-3 hours into it, maybe.
Okay.
I forget how time passes quickly in that game, but
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, I haven't really been watching anything. Still kind of stuck between shows. I've debated on watching The Penguin just because that was on HBO.
HBO. Yep.
I know that the Batman sequel that we're supposed to be getting is coming out in a couple of years, and I was like, oh, maybe this will tie into it. Who knows? But
okay. See, I do need to watch that. I haven't watched. I watched Gotham.
Right.
And I think doesn't the one guy, doesn't he have his own show now too?
One guy.
Shoot, actually no. Gotham was the detective, right?
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's what's his face? Why am I blanking now?
Jim Gordon.
Jim. Yep.
Jim Gordon.
Okay. But yeah, I should look into the Penguin, dude. I really should. I mean, Batman's my guy.
I want to, but again, it's another violent show that I don't want my 2-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want him walking around being like, "Hey, yo, I'm part of the mafia," and it's like it's not what I want for you.
You know, so you're saying The Sopranos would be like a bad choice.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, at least with The Sopranos, I feel like it's gonna be a real Italian telling him like, "Hey, fucking gabagool," and like he's gonna understand it. But I don't know that Colin Farrell is gonna be really a good Italian influence because he's not Italian. But but neither am I. Look at the blonde hair. Look at the blue eyes. Dude, it's you're looking Aryan pure.
Yeah, I was about to say, yikes.
Yeah, pure's the wrong word. I apologize. Oh God. But anyway, to sidetrack from that, let's get back to what we're talking about as a main topic today: multiplayer games.
I'm excited,
you
dude.
know, you and I have been playing some Repo and some Verdansk. I know you played some Schedule 1 with your fiance.
I did.
How'd that go?
You know, man, like, I'll just say this, right? Like, in the last episode that we were talking, you know, about games and stuff, and I'll just tell you guys what I played with Shadows. I spent probably the better of a month and a half, 2 months, playing nothing but single player games. Like, I dropped off the face of the world, right? And that was because I refused to play Shadows without beating Valhalla and Mirage, and I cannot, like...
Because you're a psychopath.
Dude, hey, man, I listen, I like it, okay? But I can't... When I play these games, I don't know if it's... I don't know. I have to full 100% it. If I don't 100% it, I feel like there's something in the story or the lore or something that I'll miss, right?
Right.
So... by doing that, though, I got like burnt out of just playing games by myself, dude. Like it became a chore. So with us kind of going back to the multiplayer world of just playing games with your friends, just chilling, like you mentioned, Repo, Schedule 1, Verdansk, which we'll get back into, a little bit later in this. But and then what was that other Lord of the Rings, Return to Moria.
That's right.
Dude, like
Yeah, we
we
had a
played,
great time on that.
your wife and you, and then me and my fiance Marissa, like us four, and then I think like our buddy Andres and Zach even, and I don't
Yep.
know if Joy ended up playing that, but anyways, like our buddies and all of us kind of
No,
played
she
that.
didn't. She didn't.
I don't think she
Joy
did.
not play.
But there was 6 of us, and then at all times there was the 4 of us at least.
Right.
Playing that, I was kind of like, okay, you know what? Like maybe multiplayer games aren't as bad as I thought they were, but that was also because I once again started playing all single player games before that. So
Right.
nothing but
100%.
multiplayer.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like the return to it, dude, I am loving it. It's obviously not what we do all the time, right? Like you were playing Core Keepers, which I think you were playing with your buddy there, but
Yeah. Playing that, but like it definitely has the less competitive side. To
right.
It,
And then with me doing Shadows, I think it actually is a good break in like what I'm playing, so I can continue playing the games that I want, like single player wise, and enjoy them for what they are, rather than it starting to feel like a chore.
Right.
Like when
Yeah,
we, dude,
absolutely.
and I'll say out of Repo and Schedule 1 was good and it's funny, dude. Like I don't want to say too much, just in case like my employer at some points on here, like he was making what, but like,
Right. Absolutely. Yeah.
but like it's a video game, first off, chill. But like, no, it was funny. It's good for the memes, dude. But like I personally, if you're looking for a game to get into, and now unfortunately I think both of these are only on PC, so like our console listeners out there, I'm sorry.
Right.
But dude, Repo, there's just
That's so sad.
Repo is something that like you can play with the homies, but also if you have a significant other that doesn't necessarily play the games you play, like shoot 'em ups and all that, it's still a game they can play because it's a funny horror like looter extraction like thing, man. Like how
Yeah,
I don't know how to
absolutely.
describe it, man. Like you could make your robots talk and say words that you shouldn't be saying anywhere else. You could the monsters hear your mic. Like it.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't ever give like that. It's not a 10 out of 10 game, but like in my rating scale. But like for multiplayer games, if you get like an 8 for me, right, it is phenomenal, and I'll give it a 7.5.
It's solid. It's solid.
Right. Yeah. Like I'll give it a 7.5 for the fact of like, I think personally I played it too much this past like 3 weeks, month, to where I'm kind of like a little burnt out of it. But you give me 2 months from now, dude, and you go, hey man, let's play some Repo. Let's get the group together and play it. I'm down. Right. So that's how I
especially
feel.
because like it is still an early access game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they're still making updates for
Yep.
it. They're still doing all this kind of stuff. And especially like because of our friends' schedule, it's very hard to be like, hey, we're all getting on at the same time.
Right.
It's more like, hey, 2 or 3 of us are on, and then like 2 other people are like, hey, we'll be on in like 2 hours.
Yep.
And it's like, well, then we just wasted half of our time.
Exactly.
Sorry. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That I know that got very annoying
Yes.
for quite a bit of us.
Yeah. And I think honestly, I think that's might have been what it didn't ruin the game. I think ruin is like the wrong word for it, but like it was just less like I wasn't looking forward to it anymore, because it was like you said, once, oh hey, we're on round 4 or 5, whatever it is. I mean, if I'm being honest, we made it to like round 3 because we suck, but then they
roll.
yeah, hey, I'm on now. It's like, all right, well now we gotta quit, we gotta back out, we gotta do this for them, and it just got old, man. It got old. But I know I just talked about me. It is. I know I talked about me though. But what about you and multiplayer, right? Like I know you're a bigger gamer than I am as far as like just single player game, like just games in general. Like way more. And I don't really ever see you playing like multiplayer too often in your spare time.
Man, in my spare time, I'm very much hey, I'm just gonna stick to my stories.
Right.
I'm like your grandma. I like I sit and I watch Days of Our Lives, and I'm like, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world. It's been going on for as long as I've been born. I'm very much a single player guy.
Days of Our Lives, dude. I haven't heard that show in a minute. Oh my god!
I had to throw it back that far.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Jesus.
Passions. Change the subject real. Passions, dude. My grandma loved Passions. The
Oh,
Young and the
Lord.
Restless. But continue, man. I'm sorry.
Young and Restless. So good.
So good.
So many people with amnesia. No, but I mean, I'm a single player boy. You know what I mean? Like I don't dabble too often in multiplayer. I've never been a big fan of it.
Right.
I know when you hit me up saying, "Hey, Verdansk is coming back," and I was like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah, Verdansk, dude.
It was very much a conversation of, "Hey, do you want to try this?" And I told you from the get go, I'm dog shit. I don't know that you're gonna want me on your team.
It doesn't matter though, man. It's about the
dude,
vibes.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I Call of Duty, Warzone, whatever you want to call it. Never been the biggest fan. Like the last Call of Duty game I think I bought legitimately was probably Ghost.
Okay. Wow,
right?
dude. I think I mean, we're getting up though. We're not old, right? But like, we're getting up there. But that was like high school, dude. Like we were still. We weren't even old high school yet. I think, right?
Nope. That came out on PS3. You know what I mean? So,
right. Yeah.
It's. I don't. No wait. World War II? Is that?
Well, there is a World War II. It's called Call of Duty World War II.
Yeah.
I didn't play that one.
I bought that one.
Okay.
So maybe that's the most recent one. But regardless,
it was bad.
I've always bought them. And I was like, I'm gonna play the story, and then I'm gonna be done with it.
Right.
So I'd spend $60
for a story Call of Duty.
And use 20 of it. And the other 40, I'd be like, no, I'm okay. I'm all right with that.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie. So far this year, ever since you've been like, "Hey, you want to play some Warzone?" I've been like, "Yeah, I'll play." I actually do. It's so much fun.
Come to the dark side. Do it.
I don't know because you remember in high school where like I was friends with Cody.
Right. Yeah.
And he's a Call of Duty fan.
You know what I mean? He's like, he was, dude.
Through. He's
I remember.
Born for it.
Yep. All those guys. I remember a lot of the guys in high school that were like Call of Duty nuts.
Absolutely. And Cody tried multiple times, like, "Hey man, you should play. It never once did it like snap where I was like, "Okay, cool, I'll play." You know what I mean? It's always been like, "I'll pass, man. Thanks. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna go sit like grandma and be like, Young and the rest."
Borderlands 3 for the 83rd time. Let's go.
Absolutely, yeah. And now it's very much like, I look forward to playing that game. Like I hope we get to play it tonight, honestly.
I was actually, dude.
So
I'm not shitting you, dude. I told Marissa, man, I really want to fucking play some Warzone tonight. It was like,
absolutely,
dude, that Minecraft chicken, dude, that I got, it was the best thing ever.
Oh my god. I just love running around as Kevin Smith. I mean, I know I spent $30 for a skin. I don't care. Sue me. I'm Kevin Smith making a documentary about the world, like the world at war. You know what I mean? Like that's what it is.
You know, I view it though, man. Here's the thing, right? I think I speak for both of us. Like growing up the way we did, this is not like dogging like our parents, how we're raised. This is not meant for that. But you know, coming from not a lot, right?
Right.
And then we become big boys and we get big boy jobs. And money is okay, you know. We're not rich by any means, but like, you know what, dude? It's just we are now experiencing what it's like to be that kid that got everything that they wanted. So I think that's why we're like $30 for a skin. Hell yeah, you know, like
why not?
I mean, shit, dude. I mean, like eventually, hopefully, everyone that's like, all of our listeners and watchers, they can see all the Funkos I got, dude. Like, I'm like, $30 for skin. Screw it, I'll do it. You know. Now you want me to pay like fucking $10 for a really nice meal going out to eat? That's not cool. But you know, $15 for a freaking Bijan Robinson Funko, dude. Like, count me in. You know, like I'm okay with that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I go to Taco Bell and I drop at least $20.
Oh, dude. I mean, listen, I go to Taco Bell. I wasn't trying to give people my demons, man. Like, all right, like come on, like
you're
they
not
see
giving,
it.
You're sharing.
Yeah, dude,
you're sharing
listen, they look at us and they're like, sure, this guy goes for a salad at home. Yeah, I'm sure.
There's a reason. There's a cat meme about spending $28 at Taco Bell on yourself. You know what I mean? People do it. Let's not hide behind it. Let's not be ashamed.
Let's
of
embrace
ourselves.
it, man. Embrace it, right? Taco also hot take.
I spent $35.
Dude, I'm just saying, hot take, man. Taco Bell, like people go like, that's shitty freaking fast food. No, Taco Bell, when it is like, if you're talking a prime Taco Bell, now every franchise is gonna have a shitty ass like location, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking, you go to a pristine location. It's the like the pinnacle of like what this corporation wants. Taco Bell is the #1 fast food chain. I said it. I said it, dude.
There you have it. You're not gonna hear any arguments from me because I love Taco Bell. You know who was there for me when I broke up with my with my girlfriend? Taco Bell.
The little blast,
yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. you know who was there when I was like, man, I don't want to go spend $30 at Red Lobster after prom.
Taco Bell was there. Hell yeah, dude. Honestly, too, the prom foods, like, it was good, man. But I was a hungry boy.
Yeah. And you know what? I'll say it. Sometimes I like having diarrhea.
Whoa! And that was when the Red and Biggie show got canceled.
Right.
No, dude, but
4 out of 5 doctors.
You know what? eat it enough, and it doesn't do it to you. I said it. You get used to it.
Yeah. You train your stomach. That's what it is.
You fucking Olympians
you think all
run.
Those competitive eaters don't get diarrhea.
Diarrhea constantly. Dude, you think the Olympic runners do it in a day? No, they build that temple. We're building our temple from our anuses. Anyways,
mine looks more like a mound, but hey, you know what? I got little kids rolling down my stomach as we speak. That sounds gross. Never mind.
Okay. Oh man, where were we? All right. But anyways, though, Verdansk, man. You said you were enjoying. It makes me feel good that you're actually enjoying it, because I know what I just, not to cut you off, because there's still other games that you've been playing, but when I asked you, I remember telling Marissa, like, man, like all my old squad that I played with, I will be the first to admit, if they're listening, I'm sorry, boys. I started Warzone and Verdansk. That was the game I streamed, right? And for I was making good money as a streamer for a little bit in time.
Yeah.
And the game I played was Warzone on Verdansk. So when I would play with my buddies, it was, I got to be addicted, and it was because I'm like, we gotta be better. And it's because I thought, you only watch the good people that are good. So I understand why they probably wouldn't want to play, and then we kind of just drift apart, whatever. But when I asked you, I was like, I don't want to play to, like, you want to win, right? That's the goal. But
yeah.
I'm not playing to get 50 kills and.
Right, you're not competing anymore.
Right, I'm doing it to have fun with the homies, dude. And so that's why when I told Marissa, dude, I want to see if John will play it, like, I'm not sure though, because like we're childhood friends, and like I don't remember like the last time I saw this dude boot up an FPS in multiplayer, and like
it's been a hot minute.
So I'm like, maybe. So it makes me feel good, dude, that like you actually have been enjoying it, so that's good.
I won't lie to you. I appreciate you asking me. I'm glad I said yes to it. I'm glad I took the chance, the little leap of faith, if you will.
oh, AC Shadows reference.
See, it's a full circle. But yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm happy I did it. So
yeah, that's good.
I'm excited to keep playing it and see where it goes. I'm never spending another $30 for a skin unless it's like.
Well, that's what you say now.
Put yourself in the game. Like.
That's what you say now. See, I have probably original Warzone. That's why when you can't reuse the skins now, I'm really upset. Right. That's another thing we'll get into. All right, but I have at least thousands of dollars. Now, granted, this is when I had my really good job. I won't say what it was doing or anything, but like. Income was flowing, and then I also had the streaming money, so I thought it was business expense, almost. But but
tax write-off,
yeah, I mean, I should have, man, But all right, other than Verdansk though, I know we played Repo together, but are there any other multiplayer games?
Man, I mean, Core Keepers, that's multiplayer. I guess you could classify it as that. Honestly though, man, I think that's about it. I mean, there was a brief stint there where I was playing like Elden Ring with people. But...
Oh, okay. Oh, see, I'm not a Souls guy, and I didn't know they were multiplayer. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you want, Nick.
Ooh, dude, don't do that to me.
I'm playing your game. Maybe you can play a little bit of my game now. I won't put you through that because it's
rough, man. It's rough.
But no, I mean, other than that, I've been kind of just sticking to my stories,
chilling to single player, and then Verdansk with the boys, dude.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? I genuinely, I hope we play tonight. I hope we play tonight.
You know what? Maybe we do. Maybe we do. Let me.
Maybe
I
we do.
can get. You'll have to text the other. You know the
Okay.
other.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
text
Other
yours. I'll
people.
text mine of the creamy boys and
Yeah. 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 Red. I can do that.
you know hashtag cream boys. But
Creamy boys.
it's so creamy. But
Jesus. Whew.
oh
Getting a little
man.
hot and bothered. But all right, man. I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you a question because this kind of all loops together.
Okay.
This is part of our main topic. So you said that you'd played Verdansk before. It went away. I'm assuming is that what I hear?
Yeah.
And it came back, right? So
Yeah.
So why don't you discuss a little bit about the return of Verdansk?
Yeah,
and
man.
How it holds up now versus how it was then.
Okay.
About that.
Well, so I guess I didn't know that you didn't know like just the whole Warzone and what happened, man. So I guess I'll start there. Like I said, started streaming it, got the Facebook page going pretty good at the time when Facebook gaming was a thing. Doing good.
Rip.
And then I guess what happens, the community was just like, dude, like we need a new map, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and looking back at it, this is actually one of the moments where the grass is not always greener, dude. They introduced Caldera.
Yeah.
It was all World War II guns. You could use your old guns, but like they were, we got to make the new ones meta so you can get more money coming in. So kind of just destroyed it, man. And then they had a rampant hacker problem. Just awful hacking problem.
Nice.
Yeah, so I kind of just got tired of it, dude. So that's when I switched to Fortnite, and then just life and stuff became inconsistent. So that's what happened. But I tried playing it, and I don't even know what it was like when it was Warzone 2, because technically I think that's what this is Warzone 2. It's not actually the old Warzone. But they introduced the map and they did all new movements. They listened to like the streamers, dude. Like they listen to the wrong people, in my opinion. And there's nothing against streamers.
Okay.
Like I understand you got to listen to those guys because they're ones that are putting forth your product to millions of people, right? So I understand that.
Free marketing, essentially.
Right, but like the problem is by only listening to them, yes, they're pushing out the product, but the real consumer of your product is the everyday person. Right. And so it just became too sweaty. The hackers were just awful, dude. It was terrible. And like some of the guys I used to play, oh, you just think they're hacking. No, like, dude, like when you played it enough, you knew, right? Mm-hmm. So all we asked for was the return of Verdansk too, because then the maps they were giving were absolutely awful. Like it was just, they weren't fun. The design of them, in my opinion, were just shit, dude. And I mean, it's been years, dude. Like I don't know what year Verdansk went away, but I'm pretty sure Warzone like launched in 2020 when COVID happened, right?
I think it's been like 3 years.
At least 3, dude. Because I know. I mean, shoot. Honestly, I could go to my streaming stuff.
I'll look it up.
But I mean, at least 3 years, and that's the only thing we've been asking for. That map was designed perfectly for a battle royale. You had to use vehicles, because if you run out in the open, you're gonna get slaughtered. There is good cover, get height, whatever. So when they
it ended, sorry to interrupt. It ended in 2021.
2020 is when they took Verdansk away.
Is when the last hours of Verdansk was was happening.
So what? 4 years, dude.
Yeah.
4 years, okay? And all we were asking, right? Even in Fortnite, they brought back the OG map because that's what people were asking for, right? Well,
because isn't that a whole mode now? Is Fortnite?
Yeah, you
OG?
can play Fortnite OG now. Like it's quite literally its own like thing now.
Separate thing, yeah.
Right, and like I didn't start on Fortnite with that OG map. Like I mean, I played it in college like every now and then, but not like actual video games. And I'm like, you know what? If they're listening, why isn't Activision, right?
Right.
But so I saw that they announced it. Originally hit up my old squad and giving me shit for it. I'm like, all right, whatever, man. So then that's when I'm like, you know what though, Verdansk, like I enjoyed playing that, dude, when it was out. Like the movement on it, like the original is a drastically different game, right? Like what we're playing now, I would say is still extremely different from what it was. Main thing is the movement.
Okay.
Yeah, the movement is different. 1 second. I had to text. We have some Tweedledee and Tweedledum messing around out there, and I can hear them.
Oh.
So, anyways, though,
The dogs or the women?
the
Hey,
dog, yeah,
sorry, I apologize. I apologize.
yeah,
I
no,
apologize.
it's the dogs, dude. It's the
Okay.
dogs. But anyways, so like the movement, it was so much different. Slide canceling, I don't even think like you can do it in this game, but dude, slide canceling back in the OG days, man, was
Mhm.
insane. You got a mouse and key player, unstoppable on movement, right?
Okay.
And so yeah, give me 1 second.
Okay.
So, anyway, sorry guys, all the listeners. We got some dogs and we got babysitters out there, but you know they ain't babysitting. So, anyways,
It
yeah, the
makes you feel
movement.
better. I couldn't hear him, so.
I'm glad you can't, but I can see him on the little stuff on here. But
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Your equipment's picking them up.
yep.
Gotcha.
So, anyways, though, what I was saying is the movement is vastly drastic. I actually prefer it, even though I'm a mouse and key player now. When I was playing controller back in the day, and
Mhm.
even though the movement isn't as good for MNK players, in my opinion, I enjoy it because I think it levels the playing field. The aim assist now, because I don't play controller anymore, I truthfully don't know, but
Mhm.
if I don't know, I think that's a good thing, right? Because that means that people aren't locking onto me from like
Right.
far away.
Absolutely.
So like I feel like it leveled the playing field because what they were doing originally, in my opinion, was the movement was so overpowered for MNK. They're like, well, we got to do something for the controller player. So now let's make that. You know what? This will be a good clip because you're gonna see red get red.
Oh boy, here we go. We're gonna see red get red. Let's hear about it. Let's hear what makes red red. What is it this time, buddy? Oh, is he talking about the dogs? Forgive me, I apologize. Bet it's those damn kids.
We're back. Sorry.
Oh, we're back. Okay.
On this episode of What Makes Red Red. We'll edit that out.
Okay.
Now my seat is caught.
And now I'm even more pissed off.
Maybe maybe we'll get this podcast thing under control one day.
Maybe. I mean, hey, the good thing is I don't have dogs at my house.
Yeah, you see, well, I have dogs, but I also have some people in there that are just letting them do anything. So, anyways, where was I at? Yeah, dude.
You were talking about movement.
Yes, the movement,
I believe
dude.
movement. Yeah, it's movement for mouse and keyboard players.
So, anyways, I'll apologize.
And,
We had to
aim
cut.
Aim assist.
Yes, movement, aim assist. We had to cut a little bit, guys. Sorry. The aim assist though. So like what they did is they made it overpowered, right? Because the MK players could move like crazy. Controller player had trouble keeping up. So then what they did was they made the aim assist, in my opinion, just way too strong. I mean, there was times, dude, where I was using the car or the AX50. I'd hit my left trigger, it'd log on to the guy, and I knew just flick up just a little bit. Headshot. So, in my opinion, they've leveled that out. But just overall, too, the game was dying. And they were, I think this was their last ditch effort to be like, we need something to bring them back, or we're just going to have to can the game.
Right.
And so
Okay.
I think
Yeah, I mean,
with
it
them
makes sense, yeah.
with them bringing back Verdansk, I think it was perfect timing. And I'm in love with it, dude. Like, it's not overpowered. Now there are some things that we'll get into later that I'm like, hey, maybe we could fix something or implement a little system to kind of fix a certain thing. But
Right. Well, nothing's ever perfect, right? I mean, that's kind
Right.
of the whole
exactly,
conversation.
Exactly.
So, like, hey, it wasn't perfect then. It's not going to be perfect now, but we can get close. We can get close. You know what I mean? So.
yeah. So, but yeah, dude. Overall though, Return is pretty good. I guess my plan was to ask you what you thought of it, but
Okay.
I guess you didn't play it before. But like, what are your thoughts on it now? I guess for someone that doesn't really play these games, what do you like?
Man, so I'll be honest, from a noob's perspective, if you I don't even know if is that word still used in the gaming culture.
Dude, I don't know. I'm old, man. I'm old.
Okay. From a noob's perspective, I would say, dude, it's just a good time chilling with the homies. Like that.
Yeah.
Literally, I don't like there are games that you can play that like, oh, we're having quality time. Like I'm laughing, doing this kind of stuff. It's a nice time. I don't think you and I specifically, I don't think we have played something together that has been so heart pumping
Mm-hmm.
while also like fun. You know what I mean?
That's true.
And I feel like this game is that. And granted, I could be wrong. It could also just be the fact that I'm fat and my heart's like, hey man, this is exercise and you're just running around digitally. And it's like, oh,
Whew, could you imagine the real exercise, man?
oh God, no. Somebody puts a gun in my hand and I'm like, oh no.
Oh man. I mean,
Uh,
being big though, we would have the advantage of jumping out of that plane.
I mean, hey, like Hiroshima all over again. I'm just saying, like, if you put a gun in my hand right now and you're telling me to fire it, I'm not gonna stop jiggling for like 3 or 4 days. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like that's the truth. All right.
Oh my god.
But no, it's a really fun time. Yeah, and see, here's the thing, because I know we're probably playing in lobbies where it's like, hey, I get you guys are challenged. Like, so
oh great, we have Paw Patrol players here.
Right, like I'm having a good time, so that probably means that there's something going wrong. You guys are probably like, what? How did they not see us? Like, but yeah, I don't know. It's just a good time. It's the vibes are right. It's a little bit of blood pumping. You know, you have those moments where you clutch it. You know what I mean? It's like,
dude, yo, shout out to you, man. Last night we were playing. Last night, we weren't streaming it. It was just us and the Creamy Boys. Yeah. You had 2 of the final kills on our 2 wins.
And both of them were like, oh, full clip expended, gone. I would just whip into the pistol and be like, yeah, this is what I'm using now.
Yeah, but it looked hard. But if you take away the fact you did miss quite a bit of that first clip,
absolutely, absolutely,
just give you like the last 4 shots of your AR, switch into that pistol, man, and then getting them. Legend.
If you could just cut it down and like cut a little bit out so that way you don't see it was a 40-round clip, just kind of cut that out of the video and be like, oh, he goes hard. It's like, no, he just sucks actually.
Oh my god,
that's the secret. That's the magic of editing. It's like, oh,
for
that's
real,
a
man.
4-round clip, like
100%. I mean, come on, let's be real. Now there are some dudes that are just freaking insane, but like most of the time you're watching these clips, I'm like, oh my god, I watch them on stream and they're like 50th place in solos, right? Like they're just getting dookied on, man.
Yeah, I will say you'll never catch me playing solos.
Oh no!
If I'm not playing with the homies, I'm not playing it. You know what
I mean? I used to play solos, man. Right, obviously streaming it and stuff, but I'm with you. I'm there with you. I have to have a squad with them. I have to have people with me. Now, I guess maybe not a squad because that's going to be our next topic, I guess. And I guess we're just gonna get straight into it, man. And I don't
go
know.
ahead. I mean, no time like the present.
So I guess I'll just kind of lead with like what the topic is, and if you want to get into it, go ahead. You want me to kind of diverge into it, I will. But it's the trials and tribulations of running trios in quads as casual players. Man, what's do you want me to kind of take that over, or do you want to kind of lead it off? Like, what are your thoughts?
Man, my thoughts. I get not wanting to play with randos, right? I understand that completely because I hate it. I don't know these people. I don't want to talk to these people. I don't want somebody being like, "Hey, you need to do better," because like I get that from my dad. I don't want to hear it from nobody else. Like that's
thing, man.
Point being, when it's just the 3 of us, and not that I'm saying we're bad.
We are. I mean, well, maybe not the one. The one is like pretty good.
Right. He's pretty solid. He's a cowboy for a reason. I'm a fat movie producer and you're a chicken. Like
I get it, man.
It's like you said last night where like a chicken, a movie producer, and a cowboy walk into Verdansk. You know what I mean? Like that's
it's
what's gonna happen. The cowboy's gonna live. The cowboy's gonna live. That's what's gonna happen.
Yep.
He's pretty solid. Other than that, man, it's just rough. But like at the same time, I feel like we hold our own. You know what I mean? Like
Dude.
as a group of 3 in a group of 4 world, I
Yep.
think we're doing all right. You know what I mean?
You know, I'd have to agree, man. I mean, really, when you think about it, when we finally added our 4th last night,
And we won.
we were 2
And
for
won
we were
the-
2 for
we-
2
we
for
went
3.
2 for 2.
We were
Yeah.
2 for 2, and then on the last one we ended up losing.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
wasn't
man.
gonna tell him about that. I wasn't gonna tell him about that. But
I mean, shit. We already got to cut a shit ton of this portion, seeing me go fucking ballistic. But, but no, man, the trials and tribulations of it, man. Like, what's funny is when I was playing the original, like Warzone Verdansk, right? I would launch solo into quads or into squads, and I'd fuck it. I mean, I got a couple wins, 2-3 wins before, just chilling with it. And now I'm like, dude, we're running a 3-man and a 4. And I'm like, how did I do this? Like, how did I do this? I'm just not able to do it. And the worst part is, man, is like some of these people are like dropping in and they're treating it like it's their life, dude. Like,
right,
like we are in this like casual, I think is what we play half the time. And I mean, these guys are like 4 stacking in a car, going for bounties, like pop it off for 50, and I'm just like, why, dude? Like, why? Come on, you see, there's 3 of us. Don't do this. Not too hard. Not too hard.
Daddy, please.
Yeah, but
I get it.
But dude, like, but also at the same time, when we did, I think we've won a couple times, if I'm not mistaken. We were running trios in the squads. When you do get that win, you're like, hell yeah, dude. Like, I'm a badass, man. Like, we just went in that with a handicap, like in golf. Like,
right.
So I guess it's okay. I would much rather run a trio in a quad with no fill, so I don't have that random, than running the quad with the one random that you chance not even like playing as a team. Like, they're just hopping in.
Right.
So
absolutely.
So I guess, long story short, I think it's still for me worth it. Now, I think I'm with you. How you said, if you're solo, you're not playing. If I don't have at least 3 people, I'm not gonna hop on Warzone. No. So I guess
I agree. I agree 100%, man.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I would like to hear from the listener, I guess.
Yeah.
Like,
do you guys run trios? Do you guys run duos?
And I
mean, what do you do?
Maybe that's something we'll ask too, like in our Discord. If you guys haven't yet, like this is our second one. I promise we will get these episodes down. Like I said, you won't see as many cuts eventually, because we'll be in a sound controlled room. Not really sound controlled, but like we'll have,
a better off.
Where But no, we do have a Discord, the Red and Biggie's World. We're also, we'll eventually be putting this on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, YouTube, Facebook, you name it.
Right. Anywhere and everywhere you can find.
Yeah, basically two big white guys giving average takes for sub.
We might even post it on Pornhub. You don't know.
Dude, OnlyFans, the Red and Biggie Show, dude, they would think. Yeah. But I guess though that's something we will have to ask in our. We'll have to ask in our in the Discord. I think I'll probably post the link to later.
I have a
to the
consultant
Discord.
I can talk to about that.
I just see what they think about like. If it could be any battle royale at this point, not even Verdansk, right? Like, are you more willing to play a battle royale with a full squad, or would you rather play something else if you don't have that one? Or even would you rather do no fills and be handicapped, or would you rather have random people that you don't know anything about?
Or even still, are you the type of person who's like, nope, solo? And if you are that insane person, why?
Yeah.
Who hurt you? You know what I mean? Like, what?
Well, I mean, I can answer the streamer side of it. It's because it gets views, right? Like when you're playing solos, it allows you to talk to chat, still play a very popular game, and not have to worry about other people.
That's fair.
So,
I mean, I don't worry about you guys anyway, because I'm pretty much like, I know I'm the handicap, right?
No,
like,
but you're not, dude.
I'm dragging you guys down, so it's like I don't have to worry about them, because they're like, what the other day when you were like Big Red, and I was like, what the fuck is Big Red?
Well, but that
chewing gum,
dude. So actually, though, man, like Biggie, this actually ties in perfectly to what we were going to talk about next, and that's the veteran's perspective to the newbie perspective. And here's why: because you just said, what's Big Red, right? Like
Yeah,
what Big Red? What the?
absolutely.
And like I find it funny because I'm coming into this game knowing that like all of the lingo from like the original like
Hmm.
Warzone for Verdansk, like Big Red means the building, like with the big red
Hmm.
roof.
Right.
Um, you know, like when you're talking vehicles, the big semis, we call those big Berthas. Like, there's no name to it, you know.
See,
But if I would have
I
said,
never
"Hey,
noticed
get the
that.
big Bertha," you'd have been like, "What the fuck is he talking about, dude?"
Yeah, I'd be
You
like, I
know,
don't see her. Where
where, huh?
is she spread eagle? What's she
Right.
doing? Like,
That's what I'm saying, man. So like, I guess from like a veteran's perspective on them bringing this back,
right.
I am so happy, dude. So happy. And
That's good. That's
I
good.
haven't had a game multiplayer, right? I'm saying like I'm talking just like a hardcore multiplayer game that I have wanted to turn on and play like in a very long time. Like
Mhm.
half the time I'm playing multiplayer games because our friends are playing them. Like it's not like
Yeah.
I'm not like, dude, I really want to play Verdansk. Dude, I really want to play Schedule 1, Repo, like whatever it is. I'm not thinking that. I'm like, it'd be cool to just chill with the homies and play a game with them.
Right.
With Warzone now and them bringing back Verdansk, bringing back like and like for the most part, it is very like what it was. Now I noticed last night they have the close stadium, so like you wouldn't know this, I guess, 'cause you didn't play it, but at one of the updates in Verdansk, that stadium you used to be able to go into it and then the roof was off. So like
Oh,
it was like
okay.
a whole nother spot on the map.
Right.
But they brought that back as far as like almost like completely like the OG map.
Hmm.
Um there are some differences and then I've noticed a lot of the zip lines cuz in the original and it might be to where it was before this, I guess is what they were trying to bring back, but there are some times where like you had rooftop campers and it was almost impossible to get them when they
Right.
got up there because there was only one way through the stairs.
Right.
So they introduced a lot of zip lines where like, hey, you might not have to go through the stairs. You could take the zip line, you choose.
Hmm.
I've noticed that in this version, those zip lines aren't there, like 90% of the places.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it really does bring that like OG just nostalgia feel. So I'm
Gotcha.
all for it. I love that it's bringing people together that didn't necessarily play these type of games, you know,
Right.
like
Yeah.
I said, it's bringing somebody like me that was hardcore, like took it super serious, like my KD mattered, you know, at the
Hmm.
time, and then somebody that's like, yeah, dude, this game sucks. Like, why would I play a battle royale, right?
Right. Yeah.
And it's bringing them
Yeah.
together, and I think that's what we needed really in
Yeah.
games nowadays. So,
That's what we need as a country.
you are not wrong, dude. Oh my god. Oh, that's another
if
thing. I
if
can't get
both
into it.
sides if
Woo!
both sides could just meet in the middle and Verdansk,
Yeah,
we'd be all right.
that's
We'd
you
be all right. We'd
see.
be solid.
Yep. Unfortunately, I
But
don't think that'll
no, I
happen.
mean,
Yeah.
from my perspective, it's very much like this is all brand new. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
for you, it's old. For me, it's new. I mean, last night when Cowboy was talking about how he was getting pinged so hard, I'm like,
Oh,
what the
dude.
hell does?
Yeah.
You can tell when you're getting pinged, and
No, no,
everybody
no,
just
no.
looked at me like I
No,
was
no, no.
retarded. Like
Well,
I was.
listen, though, I will say this. He's saying pinged, and that is the incorrect term. Okay. Because when he's saying that, like when you say
Yeah,
ping it, you're trying to tell someone to like click, like how we
yeah,
taught you last night,
market,
how to mark it.
market. Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah,
says he says it in a way of like I'm getting shot, and that's not the
yeah,
term. You're supposed to
yeah.
be saying I'm getting tagged, and so like
Okay,
that's what we
okay,
so like we're gonna work on it. We'll work on
okay,
it,
okay, okay.
but you know it's just different. He's from the south. I'm from the no. I'm kidding. He's really not. We're from the same area, but but no, yeah. But continue.
As long as I got you teaching me, I think I'll be all right. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Well, I
Like,
appreciate
yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
I appreciate that, but yeah, dude, that's it's I don't know. From
yeah,
I'm very excited
yeah.
that
I don't know, I'm
that
excited
they've
too.
brought this back. Very,
Yeah.
very happy with it.
I'm excited to get into it. Hopefully, we can stay in it. You know, hope
Yes.
because I don't know because I know Fortnite, right? I know Fortnite is all about events and changing the map and doing
Yes.
this and doing that. I don't know how
But
Activision is with
that
their.
killed him though.
Did it? I mean, because
So
they
it's
got
still
Sub
big.
Zero now, like that.
Right. I mean, it's still big, don't get me wrong, right? But like
Right.
I went from Warzone to Fortnite and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
loved the fact that they change everything all the time. But
Right.
there was a season a while back where they changed it and it became essentially like a car combat type of game.
I remember that. I
And
remember
it
that.
dude,
You liked the racing more than you enjoyed the
Fortnite.
actual game.
Right.
Yeah.
And to me it ruined the game. Like I've
Mhm.
went back to it and now I'm just like it's not fun, dude.
Yeah.
And that's once again another game that I have like thousands of dollars of skins in, and
Right. And it's just sitting there. You don't touch it.
yep,
Yep.
yep.
I feel you. I mean, I don't feel you because I've never done that.
Yeah.
But however, that $30 Silent Bob skin
Hey,
is
you're
a
gonna get
slippery
there.
slope.
You're gonna go down fast. Let me tell you.
Yeah, we'll see. If I can find that Terminator skin, you bet your ass.
You get it?
Bet your ass I'm paying. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Dude, oh my god, I really want that chameleon one, dude, but those guns are bad. I'm not spending $25, $30 just for a skin. Like, at least I get guns with it, you know, like the.
I mean,
you're right. I'll probably do it. I'll probably do it.
but yeah, no, I mean, okay, so since we talked about Fortnite, let's talk about let's branch out, right?
Okay.
Let's talk about the overall state of multiplayer games to begin with.
Okay.
And I'm going to ask this question. I'm going to ask it a little sarcastically because I don't know about you. I don't follow Bungie and what they've been doing other than sabotaging other companies supposedly.
Yeah. Okay.
But they're coming out with a game called Marathon, and it's a remake of something they made in 1994.
Oh, I did not know. I did not know it was a remake.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is from Wikipedia, so it could be wrong. If it is wrong,
well, and then real quick before you give this, if you are curious about our takes on video game remakes and remasters, make sure to go watch episode 1 that we've uploaded.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a good one. I don't think we definitively landed on whether it was a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing.
So. Well, I think we did.
Oh, we did?
I personally, it's a bad thing.
Okay.
Unless it hits that 20-year buffer. But anyways.
Okay, well, I mean, this is 1994, so it's before you and I were even born.
That is true. We're not that old, right?
No, not at all. 31 years ago.
Missed it.
Wait, so they're remaking it. It's a first-person multiplayer extraction shooter with PvP elements. Okay. So, in layman's terms, since, again, I don't play multiplayer, it sounds like something I'm not gonna play.
Right. I mean, yeah, dude. Like, here's the thing with it, right? And this is my take on. I guess to answer the first thing is the overall state of multiplayer games.
Yeah.
I think the overall state, and this is from if I'm not putting my opinion into it, what I feel is true. Mm-hmm. I think the state of multiplayer games is actually overtaken single player now. Right.
Really?
And I say that not because like single player games are not popular, right? I mean, like you have Shadows and Last of Us, like all that stuff.
Right. But they don't make as much money for sure.
Right. And so the way the world runs, it's all about money, right? What can make me the most amount of money? Because of that, they put all of their extra resources into multiplayer games. And then when you think about it, like, do people play single player games? Absolutely. But what do people our age? Well, sorry, I had to kind of like swallow and hold on. But no, like people our age though, when you ask them, what game do you most frequently play? And maybe in our select group of friends, we might say like the ones that we play with on the weekends now, it'll be like a single player game. But I'm telling you, like everyone else that I've ever gamed with, I've ever been friends with, it's like the people that don't have time for single player games, let's say, or aren't you're like I think I would consider us a hardcore gamer, not a casual gamer, because we play them more than once every couple weeks, right? Those people only play games to play with their friends. So I think the state of multiplayer games has overtaken single player because there's more people that do that. More people can play that, right? If you're only playing single player game, the person that is playing that game will buy it. Whereas multiplayer has the guys that play single player like we do, but we still like to play with our friends. And then the people that don't game will play multiplayer games because it's like a party thing to them.
That's fair.
As far as does anybody care about Bungie's Marathon? I mean, the thing with Bungie is because it is the name Bungie, people are going to buy it. Yeah, they're going to, it's like Halo, Destiny 2, like that's the company that made all these, right? So you're going to have people buy them. Not necessarily
the same people though. Well, I mean, we need to, but people company, have left, people have come back, that kind of stuff. It's the same company though.
Right. It's like the company though, it's associated, right? So people are going to buy it because it's Bungie. Here's the thing is, I don't know if it's as popular as what they're making it out to be. And the reason I say that is because you will see streamers be like, oh my God, or like other podcasts, I guess, being like, yeah, dude, this game's coming out. It's so exciting. You have to also think, though, these are also like the big name streamers, the big name podcasts that are doing this. They're getting probably paid to kind of push this, or they know if they talk in favor of it, they could possibly get a sponsorship, right? Like, one thing I hope that anyone's listening to this understands, that any take that I ever give, I'm not going to give it because I'm going to get pushed because of money or whatever. Like, listen, I'm doing this for fun, right? We're not making money off this now. So I'm like,
we're broke.
Yeah. So like, I'm gonna just give my honest opinion. I don't think it's as popular as what like they're trying to make it out to be. And I think that's because there's a boatload of extraction looter shooters now. There's a boatload of multiplayer games, and Bungie itself, like that. I don't want to say it's not popular, because Destiny 2 and Destiny are like some of the most popular freaking online games right now, man.
Yeah.
But I don't think
also some of the most expensive. Let's not
100%.
Let's not forget that they have like, how many season passes have they done for Destiny 2?
Too many.
And they're all like $40 or
right.
something. It's
but I guess my whole thing is like, people in my eyes aren't really looking for that type of game anymore. Like, they're not looking for that sci-fi game. Like if I want to play Halo, I'm gonna play Halo. If I want to play Destiny, I'm going to play Destiny. I'm not going to look for a game that plays like both of them, but it's an extraction looter shooter. Like, I don't see it happening. I could be wrong, right? Money talks, and they're going to put all this money into it. So they're going to get the returns on it. They're going to pay people to play it. People are going to see the streamers.
Here's the thing, though. Let's not forget, it could turn out to be another Concord situation.
100%. Because you know I think I saw that this one you have to pay for, right? This isn't like the game is free and then they're doing like season passes and skins and all that, right? Like, don't you have to spend?
As far as I'm aware, they haven't announced a price for the game, but I think it was confirmed that it's not going to be free to play.
Okay, see, and right there, if it's not free to play in a game like this, like, but I mean, I could be wrong, right? Because Tarkov, you have to pay to play that, and that's one of the bigger like extraction shooters. So
100%.
We'll see. But also Tarkov though doesn't have like, I feel like Tarkov was one of the first games, at least that I heard of, that played like Tarkov did.
Right.
So
and we also, and this is what I've heard from other people, is Tarkov has already laid their groundwork. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, Marathon's coming into this fresh and new, so they have to work out all their kinks. While Tarkov is already, I mean, I've never played it, so I don't know. Yeah. But from what I've been told, it's already pretty much set. It's like, hey, this is how it works, and this is how we're doing it.
100%.
So, I mean, the simple fact that Marathon's coming into this and they're like, hey, we have this new looter shooter extraction, or whatever it's called, PvP, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
To me, that just sounds like, but why?
Yeah.
like,
well, like once again,
why wouldn't you guys go back to why wouldn't you make a game with a story? You know what I mean? Like,
and dude, and I think that's what's seeked right now. That's what gamers are seeking.
Yeah.
Like, I truthfully feel like that.
Yeah. I don't know. It's wild. I mean, granted, it'll sell. You know what I mean? Like, people will buy it. Granted, I don't know how many people will return it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well,
people will buy it. People will buy it. It'll either sell like hotcakes or it won't. And then maybe it'll turn into a situation where Bungie's like, hey, we can't afford to keep going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hope not.
I mean,
I don't want people to lose their jobs. That's terrible. But
do you think though, if a failed launch for Marathon happens, that Bungie doesn't have enough put back just from like Destiny and like all the Halo crap, or do you think it's because they put so much money into this? And I don't think they've released a lot of games. If like I said, I don't follow it like the industry like you do per se.
Right.
But like, other than Destiny and Halo, I don't really know of the last big game they released, and even the last Halo has a lot of hate.
Well, I mean, the last Halo they did was Halo 3, right? Like,
no, they just did they just did another one, dude. Halo. Well, I'd have to pull up my Steam account, I guess, but
it wasn't the same company. If you're talking about Halo Infinite,
really? Yeah,
Halo Infinite,
you're right. It wasn't.
3.
Yeah, that wasn't Bungie.
So Bungie hasn't done a Halo game since Halo Reach, I think.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that, dude. I totally spaced.
And
you're right. So then what? Destiny? Is that it?
Destiny 2.
Was Anthem them or Ubisoft?
No, Anthem was BioWare.
Oh, that's right. That's what canned my Mass Effect series. Screw those guys.
Yep.
Screw those guys.
100%.
Love those games.
So, I mean, yeah, it's literally they put Marathon out, and if it dies, then they're screwed. They got to go back to Destiny, because Sony owns part of them now. I don't know if you know that Sony owns Bungie.
Bungie. I did not know that.
They own. I don't know how much they own, but they own a significant amount, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, so essentially it's like, hey, Marathon's going to release. If it fails, Sony is then going to be like, so Destiny 3, right? And then they're going to go back to doing that. You know what I mean? Like they're going to be
what makes them money? Yeah, what makes them money?
Yeah.
Okay.
What can you do with Destiny 2 that you already haven't done? You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, dude, is I feel like what they're trying to do, I feel like the Marathon game, just from like the trailers and crap that I've seen, dude, it literally just plays like Halo and Destiny combined. Like it's nothing new in my opinion. And I think that's what's going to kill them.
That just sounds icky.
It does. It does, dude. It really does.
It doesn't sound appealing. Like, I know I'm not like I've played Halo all the way up to Halo 4. Don't judge. The only good Halos was Halo 2, Halo Reach, and Halo ODST.
But not Halo. Wow, you're not gonna throw 3 in there?
No, I didn't really care for 3.
Really? Okay, but see, story. I didn't play multiplayer though. Like, growing up, we didn't have internet. Right. Yeah. Like, I'm old enough to not have internet. But like, so I played for the single player, dude. I loved Halo 3. Right. I loved it.
That's fair. But I think Destiny needs to, or I think Bungie, not Destiny. Sorry, I think Bungie. I think they missed the mark with this. I think they should have focused on a single player game.
I agree.
Remind people that they're good at single player, and throw in a decent multiplayer with that game.
Yeah, see, I could get behind that. And honestly, I think you're right. I think you hit it right on the head that's what they probably should have done. Now, obviously, we're not, AAA title execs and
we're nobody. At the end of the day,
average guys.
We buy the games, and that's all. We have opinions on them, and that's it. You know what I mean?
I agree.
I'm not writing nobody's checks. Nobody's writing me checks.
Unless you want to, guys. Red and Biggie podcast.
Right. Sponsored.
But yeah. Okay. So then I guess overall,
at the end of the day, you and I are just average men giving our takes. Man. Average guys. So then I guess, you answered it, I guess, but just if you had to give me like a 5 to 10 word, what's the overall state of multiplayer games? What's your ending on it? A 5 to 10 words, you said?
Yeah, I mean, you go over obviously, but like I'm saying, like just a short
overall state of marathon or of multiplayer games. Not all who wander are lost. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, getting deep here with quotes. Okay.
Yeah. I'll bring Gandalf into this. I don't care. We're not in the same multiplayer ecosystem we were back in the day, like with Halo 2 and Halo 3, right? Peak. You know what I mean? Like Modern Warfare, the first time, not the remake.
Right. And I get what you're saying.
But like, so we're not in the peak anymore, but there's always a second peak to go to. I think with the way things are working nowadays, where it's all about the money, I guarantee you there will be a time, and probably in the near future, where somebody decides, hey, it's not just about money. You can make a great multiplayer game and have like a great story with it. You don't have to do microtransactions. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. Maybe that game exists now and I just haven't seen it because, again, I'm not into multiplayer space.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? But I definitely think we're coming to a point where somebody somewhere is going to be like, hey, check this game out. It's really good. No microtransactions. Great multiplayer. Great story.
Yeah. I could see that happening too. I really could. And I think it needs to happen. 100%. I really do. I think it needs to happen to kind of refresh.
Yeah. I think the last thing, and this is a little off topic, so I'll keep it short. I think the last thing anybody really wants to see is another gaming crash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that happened in the 80s, I think it was.
Okay.
A lot of people lost their jobs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? A lot of people lost their jobs. The way games were made back then just it wasn't working. You know, people made games out of nothing.
Right.
I don't think nobody wants to go back to that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get it.
but I think this is a great segue to what makes red red?
Oh God, here we go again, dude.
What's tickling your pickle this day?
You know, I was gonna talk about some sweats, but let me tell you something. What makes red red is when dogs decide to do their own fucking thing where you don't want them to. No, honestly, it does make me red. But thankfully, I'm gonna be cutting out a lot of this stuff that I was raging a little bit, but no. What makes me red, dude? And like normally I try to keep it, funny. But this one, we were playing, because we've been talking about Verdansk basically all episode.
Yeah,
dude. When we play, when you have a casual mode, okay, you can play, Warzone squads, trios, whatever it is. But then there is another mode where it is just casual. Okay. Yeah. There needs to be something implemented into these fucking games where you see that there are teams getting 40 to 50 kills, like per player almost, right? And they're in the casual lobby, dude. Don't allow them, or at least send them to the freaking nether realm, dude, where like they just get absolutely dookied on by hackers, because that is not a casual player, and you're originally ruining the casual player's experience because you want to try to act all big and bad. Dude, I got 50 kills. What they leave out when they do their clips is it was in a casual fucking lobby. Okay.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be, listen, dude, if I want to sweat, right? If I want to get that jock strap on, just like when I was playing college ball back in my days, dude, getting all nice and sweaty, I'm going to go play some fucking ranked. I'm going to go play the every mode that doesn't say casual. CASUAL. Please hope to God I spelled that right. Casual, dude. It's not some fucking sweat fest. Stop stacking in a freaking van. Stop putting the freaking trophy system on there, getting every goddamn freaking bounty there is just to go fucking shoot and shit on a team that just got off of their freaking factory job, sweating their ass off all damn day, dealing with 9 kids and 2 stupid dogs. I almost said a bad word there that I'd get canceled for. And then just let them relax, man. Okay.
Who the fuck has 9 kids?
I don't know, dude. Who knows, dude? Man,
Rebecca downstairs.
my wife was churning the butter. I don't know, dude. Like, it's not cool, man. It's not cool. Right. You're ruining people, and I understand people. Oh, you're such a pussy for having this dude. Just, like, come on. We're just chilling. Right. And then people are like, oh, well, they're just chilling too. Maybe they have one bad player on their team. If you have one bad fucking player, but the rest of your motherfucking team is getting 20, 30, 40 kills per person, fuck off, right? Do one of those like Tim the Tatman things where he sucks, but his team's all pro gamers, so it's good content, right? Go do that shit. Leave us alone, man. Leave us alone.
Make it funny content. Don't make it serious content. Make it funny content.
Yeah. That's what makes red, man. I'll try to keep it lighter later on, but... it just pisses me off.
That made me a little red. It was pretty funny.
It's stupid, man. It's stupid. All right. Okay. Calming down.
Gotta love it.
Now, I guess this is where I ask you. Whew, namaste. This is where I ask you. What makes Biggie big, dude? Like, you try foods that I don't get to try because I am a little sissy when it comes to trying foods. What I like, and I eat it. Because like
you had sushi yesterday.
Okay, you're right. But like what I'm saying is like when you see stuff at the store and you're like, oh, that's different. Let me try it. Like I don't think that. I go. That's
100% me.
I know I like this. I'm gonna get it, and I'm not gonna try this because I don't want to waste my money. Like if I don't like it. Right, so I guess what makes Biggie big, dude? Tell me what's going on.
So for today specifically, I have to thank my wife because she was the one who goes grocery shopping. Pretty much. And the other day she picked up. I don't know if you've heard of this brand of cookie called Oreos.
What? No, dude, I haven't actually. Not sponsored unless you want to.
In the middle.
It's so creamy.
Creamy
boys. Cream boys. If you're listening, we love you.
But no. So she picked up some. What was it called? Irish cream. Oreos.
Irish creme.
Irish creme. Not, dude. Garbage. Fucking garbage. Okay, I'm never eating one again.
So you're just gonna throw them away? Let's be real.
No, she can eat them. She can eat them.
You can have the shitty cookies.
I'm not gonna eat them. And people are probably gonna be like, well, they're thins. That's why you don't like them, because you
Oh.
want to be fat. It's like, I do want to be fat, but that's not the point. They didn't taste good. All right. There's a difference.
I do want to be fat.
I don't care that they're healthy or whatever. But she also bought s'mores.
Oh.
And boy, let me tell you, those might be like my new favorite. Like I love original because I can make dirt pudding with them.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean?
Dude, yes.
I don't put gummy worms in it. I'm sorry. I hate
No,
to break your heart.
listen. No, I like gummy worms, but you don't mix gummy worms or gummy bears into dirt pudding, man. I'm anti that. I'm anti it.
You like gummy shit.
Yes.
When it's worms or bears.
Yes, this is true.
I'm letting you know, dirt pudding, I don't think that shit belongs. However, not the point.
Yep.
S'mores, Oreos, delicious. I could eat them all day. Probably not, because my teeth would start hurting. But I need to get this off my chest because my wife did me a disservice. And I hope she's listening through the walls. She said she can't hear me earlier. I hope she's listening. Do you remember when they came out with Post Malone Oreos?
I do.
She bought one container. I had 2 cookies out of that.
Dude.
And I came home the 3rd day and they were just gone.
Listen, I want to tell you, we have an extra room. Okay. Listen, go get the cigs and milk right now. We got you.
Those were the best. I'll say it, the best goddamn Oreos they have ever made. And I only got 2.
Oh my God. What's that? We're going to say bye because Red's sister came in here to say bye. Sorry.
I'm going to cry. Okay. Bye.
Anyways, back on topic. I'm sorry.
No, it's just the s'mores are delicious. S'mores are always delicious. I don't care if you could have a real s'more, you could have a fake s'more. They're always delicious.
Hell yeah.
But
dude.
damn it, Post Malone Oreos. I don't want to be dick riding or nothing. I love Post Malone. I think he's an amazing man. If he could get in contact with us, just send me another. Oh, I only want one more package. I don't need a whole box. I just want a package of Oreos, Post Malone Oreos, and I'm gonna eat them in front of my wife. That's all I want to do. She can have 2 of them, and I'm eating the fucking rest of them. That's it.
Dude. So if you're hearing this post, please.
Posty.
I'm saucing on you. Okay, so dude, now you said s'mores though, man. I'm really thinking about like just it's summer's coming, man.
It is
just bonfires, s'mores, dude. Crawfish boils.
You remember what I said after your kid was born? You remember what I said? I'm sorry, I don't know if I should have said that. I apologize.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
You remember what I said we were gonna do after it's born though?
The crawfish, right?
Crawfish.
Hell
Actually, probably gonna do more than that. I'll probably do shrimp too.
That's fine. Dude, we just get people together, man.
Yeah, 100%.
You get people. Maybe if you're
like,
cool with it, we'll
have
get
a couple people come from Fort Wayne and like grab some stuff from Storm and Crab, whatever.
Yeah, maybe if you're cool with it, I'll ask the one creamy boy in Chicago if he wants to come down too.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, his
absolutely.
Dude, actually, if he, and I'm not gonna say names because like obviously I don't want to like name, but like the creamy boy in Chicago, right? And then for those of you listening, man, like the more you watch, I mean, once we eventually start streaming some too, I'm sure you'll hear this guy. Right. He's funny. His girlfriend is actually from Pakistan. Okay, like she is an immigrant. You know, they just passed their citizens test. Good for them.
Congratulations.
Yeah, dude, this shit's hard, dude. Yeah, dude. Like honestly.
Hell yeah, I can't do it. I know I can't. I'm born and raised here. I couldn't do it.
But dude, she made me some Pakistani food.
Ooh.
Authentic, dude. Like I'm talking the ingredients are like this is what we use, like homemade. Dude. Fire. It was so good. It was some type of chicken dish. She made the not like their version of like naan.
Like garlic naan or just
naan? No, it was the garlic, but it was like their version, dude. Oh my god,
that's awesome.
It was so good. And then they made like a lemonade drink thing that they make out there.
Ooh, fuck
dude,
yeah!
It was so good, man. So I got to give a shout out to Chicago Creamy Boy.
Chicago Creamy Boy, Cowboy,
the Cowboy.
The Cowboy.
That's what we got to call him if he ever comes on here. What's up, Cowboy?
What's up, Cowboy? He'll hate it. He'll hate it. He'll think
No.
it's funny, but he'll eventually get tired of it.
Oh, dude, I don't know, man, because he loves the Taco Bell. You know, he loves that.
Oh man,
He loves the ding.
yeah,
That's an insider
absolutely.
for another time, guys. But
Yep.
I guess. Well, I just want to say, I appreciate y'all listening. I appreciate, like I said,
100%.
I think this podcast thing, once we do it more and more, we'll get used to it. Get our
Yeah, it won't be so awkward and weird.
settings kind of taken care of. And I got to go beat some things when I go out. No, I'm kidding. No,
It's
maybe
not
not the
meat.
one.
Not
Yeah,
best meat.
always, dude. Always. You know how it is. Once you get a woman, you always have to do that.
Oh yeah.
But no, so I just appreciate you guys listening. I know we mentioned it. Our Discord, I'll put the link in the video here for us. If you want to come follow the Red and Biggie's World. Also follow us on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, wherever you can find us. Red and Biggie podcast. And unless Biggie has something to say.
We'll probably have links somewhere at some
Yeah.
point, I'm sure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, Biggie,
Yeah, this
guess
is exciting, man.
Yeah. I mean, at least we finally recorded it, right? Got out of our comfort zone,
Right.
recorded it.
Yeah.
And then we also will not always talk video games. We won't always talk video games.
Eventually we'll talk movies.
Movie.
That's where my knowledge ends. Like I'll be like, hey,
See,
video games, movies.
Dude, we got to do a sports one. I think you just have to like try to bullshit your way through it one day.
I'll just be like, oh, that's amazing.
Go sports
ball.
ball.
He threw a football for a touchdown pass. Like,
go sports ball.
Yeah.
But all right, man.
Kick him in the balls.
Well, I guess if you don't got anything, I guess no. I'm Red, and
I appreciate everybody for listening. I'm Biggie,
and we'll
talk to you guys later.
Peace, guys. Have a good one.